I had to make a list of things I would never expect to encounter on a trip to MOAB, people falling from the sky, forest trails, and a mountaintop meadow office for the week would be right at the top of that list. Does this sound like a load of you-know-what? Well, buckle up. Let's go for a ride. But before we head out, if you're new to this series, here's a quick intro that'll help get you caught up. There's chapter markers if you've already seen it and want to skip right into the story. Hello, my name's Brian, and welcome to Overland Calling. Toto, we ain't in Kansas anymore. And we're not in Virginia either. A friend of mine was in the final stages of getting things ready for retirement, when suddenly, out of nowhere, he passed away without getting a chance to reap the rewards of his hard work. That was the seed that grew into the planning for this journey. I don't want to be in his shoes. So an adventure can't wait for retirement. It's time to hit the road, find a 2-track, and see where it takes me. Bouncing from one amazing area to another, to inhale life and dive headfirst into the experience. A compass needle pointing west is my guide, and the journey is my destination. Now I haven't completely lost my mind. I work from home, and I've been able to transform my Jeep into a mobile office. I can shift gears from overlanding on the weekends into car camping mode for the weekdays to work my 9-to-5 job. It's time I quit squandering the gift of remote work and head out to see what new experiences the open road has to offer. Please join me on this 2.5-month-long quest from the sandy shores of Virginia to the rocky redwood coast of Northern California and back again. Let's get lost and find ourselves along the way. I hope you enjoy this No Regrets Road Trip series. Until next time, enjoy the ride. Welcome to episode 5 of the No Regrets Road Trip series. In the last episode, I was traversing the rim rocker with rainbows following me around like puppy dogs as I hopped from one amazing spot to another. The views on the rim were amazing, and even though I wasn't able to run the entire trail due to a forest fire, the journey from Nucla to MOAB was awe-inspiring. One final obstacle before the end landed me near a campground in the MOAB area to catch up with Paul from the Mountain Man Chronicles. If you haven't checked out his channel yet, I would give it a shot. He's got some great stuff. Okay, let's hit the gas and get this adventure rolling. While I was catching up with Paul, we were surprised by a paraglider heading straight for us. I was caught completely off guard, and I had a brief flash of worry cross my mind, but that was quickly replaced by, holy crap, that's cool, as I realized they were in control of the descent. Welcome to the great state of Utah, specifically MOAB, Utah, and even more specific than that, we're at Ken's Lake Campground. It's a pretty good little refuge. Nice sites, well spaced. It's got trash and pit toilets on site, plus a lake, which MOAB is blistering right now. We are gonna go run a trail. A crazy trail? No, actually, well, it might be. I don't know. We shall see. But I am seeking cooler climate because I got a lot of work to do and I need to find a place to set up and get some work done. So let's go on a trip to Salle Pass. Goodbye, Ken's Lake Campground. And hello, adventure. This is a nice place. I'll say it is filling up pretty good here in the evenings, but if you get here early, there seems to still be spots to be had. Even coming into, Labor Day weekend? So, heck yeah. And, ironically enough, it is located right by the Salle Pass Trailhead. And you know me and my love of campgrounds. While this one's a pretty nice campground, still a campground. Let's go find a place to camp, and not ground to camp on. Join me on this exciting adventure of Brian ain't quite sure where the heck he's going. I had to work for the week, But the temps in MOAB were just soul-crushing. I decided to seek refuge in the one place that has never let me down. Elevation was going to be my new best friend. As luck would have it, there was a mountaintop beacon in the distance, and after a quick check of the map, I had a route that would lead me there with a trailhead not far from the campground. My heartbeat quickened as the road transitioned into trail, and I watched civilization drift away in the rearview mirror. I was driving up the side of a mountain. My blood pressure rose as the scrub trees gave way to majestic and slightly terrifying views of the desert floor far below. With every mile, the temps dropped, and my instinct to seek elevation was leading me along the right path. Now I've battled a fear of heights my whole life. And I don't seek out shelf roads, but I'll be danged if I'm going to let that fear master me. I sucked it up, hit the gas, and clung to my steering wheel with a two-handed death grip. This took a toll on my filming, but in the moment, the choice to ditch filming for focus was an easy one. I chose a nail-biting shelf road trail leading me up there, but as I would soon discover, you can choose your own adventure on this one. Adrenaline rush hanging off the side of a mountain in your rig, or load up the family in the SUV and hit the maintained gravel roads. Either way, you can still access this amazing location. There was a mountaintop lake beckoning me up the narrow slope, and eventually the aspens opened their arms to greet me into the mountaintop I was seeking. I obviously took the hardest route possible to get up here because I'm looking at that. Oh crap, there may not be any camping up here. I think I might be back in van life. No! I guess worst case, I could go back to a couple of those campsites that I marked, but ideally, I would like to be by the lake up here. Come on, good camping. Let's do it. Oh, good camping with no people? I don't know. We shall see. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Medicine Lakes. It's a little overrun with cows, but I think they might make a little room for us. And I got a bathroom. Let me go find a place with a little space. Lay out my setup. A little bit of open sky. Nothing else. I got to put in a couple hours work. Well, this is a pretty nice little spot in here. Got some trees. A little fire pit that I'm pretty sure I can't use. Plenty of tree cover. I was actually looking for a little more sky. I mean, that's not a bad patch of sky. I can make that work with emails. But I think I may try giving things a shot right out here. That's a lot of open sky right there. Starlight comes with a cable that's almost 50 feet long, so I mean, I might as well utilize it, right? I mean, why not? Now the trees around here look unhealthy. Nothing dead that might fall on me in the middle of the night. The temps are beautiful. Man, it's 74 degrees. I'm feeling it might be a little cold tonight, though. Those cool desert nights, I may be missing those. All right, set up camp, get some work done. I was slipping well past my planned timeline to do a quick lunch break drive up here. I didn't make my usual camp because this was just a quick break spot, to work the rest of the day and maybe into some tomorrow. But I'm a bit spoiled. I couldn't resist putting out a few of the creature comforts that make a night working a bit more enjoyable. I opened the computer. I didn't have the heart to go anymore. You know what? That was a rough trail. It's time to relax a little bit. Catch my breath. Need to make a call home anyway. Talk to the family, see how they're doing, do my daily check-in. And you know what? I'm gonna do that in the lap of luxury. Not a seat. Now, we are ready for full relax mode. Oh yeah. Goodbye, stress of the shelf road. In my mind, I was just coming up here for maybe a day, 2 days, just to get caught up on work. But my job had other plans, and I ended up staying here longer than I expected as I dug out from the work that had built up. Have you ever had one of those weeks at work when things go wrong at every turn? Well, this was mine. You know what though? This mountaintop helped wash away the stress, and when things were at their worst, all I had to do was take a walk down to the shores to let the beauty recharge my soul. This destination camp spot was exactly what I needed to carry me through these grueling days. As I headed down the mountain, I reflected on my time there and all the challenges that I made it through. You know what though, I left that baggage in the rearview mirror, and all that I was carrying out with me was a sense of serenity the landscape offered me when I needed it the most. Being out in the wild is my anchor, and it keeps me from going adrift when the seas get rough. Keep an eye out for the next episode when I explore some of the more traditional Utah places and luck into an unlikely detour for a little-known arch. Just in case you didn't catch the beginning of this adventure series, here's a link to the start in case you want to get caught up. Until next time, enjoy the ride.